Hey Preteeners, I'm Megan and I'm so excited to welcome you to our online worship service. It is going to be so amazing. I'm so excited. This is our last week of the sermon series Upside Down, where we talk about how Jesus can change everything. Like seriously, everything, and it's so incredible. And the story today is about Jesus on the road to Emmaus. And it's really interesting, and it's one of the stories that we don't actually talk about much, so you might not have heard it before. So I want you to lean in and really listen and learn what God has for you today. The big question for today that I want in your minds, I want you thinking while you watch this is, what have we discovered about God that surprises us? It's going to be such a great message, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And right now I want you to stand up, get your mom, get your sister, get your dog, get anyone in the house, and gather them around for a great time of worship.
The one called Savior. Have you heard of his perfect love? Have you heard of the one in heaven? Have you heard how he gave his son? 'Cause I have found this love. I believe in the Son. Show me your way. Jesus, you are my best friend, and you will always be, and nothing will ever change that. Jesus, you are my best friend, and you will always be, and nothing will ever change that. I believe in the one called Savior. I believe he's the risen one. I believe that I'll live forever. I believe that my King will come, 'cause I have found this love. I believe in the Son. Show me your way. Jesus, you are my best friend, and you will always be. Nothing will ever change that. Jesus, you are my best friend, and you will always be. Nothing will ever change that. 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 Jesus, you are my best friend, and you will always be, and nothing will ever change that. Jesus, you are my best friend, and you will always be, and nothing will ever change that. You will always be, forever you and me. Oh, nothing will ever change. Jesus, you are my best friend, and you will always be, and nothing will ever change. Jesus, you are my best friend, you are my best friend, you will always be, and nothing will ever change that. grip on me. I won't fear the night. You have brought me life. By your blood I am redeemed. Because of who you are, because of what you've done, death has lost its grip on me. I won't fear the night. You have brought me life. By your blood I am redeemed. I'll rest in the hope of your promise. You are good and your love, it will never change. No, you never change. I am found in the midst of your presence, where your grace will pursue me for all my days. For all my days. Oh yeah, for all my days.
Hey, John, have you seen my... Wake up, John! John, wake. Why are your pants on your head?
Why aren't your pants on your head?
My name is John.
And I'm Brandon.
And we'll see you next time on the So and So Show.
That's right. Today we're... Wait, what? What? Why are the credits... What's going on? These credits usually come at the end of the show?
Feel like we really learned a lot today, buddy.
We have? No, we just started. Why are you...
Hey, what's your answer to the question of the day, Brandon?
No, we haven't even revealed the question.
The question of the day is, what have you discovered about God that surprised you?
Don't give it away. No, what about Kellen, the Bible story, and all that stuff?
Oh. Reveal the question.
What is happening, John? Everything is moving backwards. The show usually happens in the other direction.
I don't know that, Brandon. But I do know this. There's nothing better than a hot and fresh apple pie.
Okay, I don't know how or why, but for some reason the show is upside down right now. Everything is moving backwards. See, normally we'd start the show, maybe have a guest we talk to for a while, and then someone would say, "It's Bible story time with Kellen."
Can one of you please explain what's happening?
Is everything moving backwards for you too?
Yes. Just look at the so-and-so show players. You see what I mean?
Oh man, it's worse than I thought.
Yeah, do you have any advice?
No. But I do have an idea.
Do you think that'll work?
I don't know. Let's see.
worked! Great!
What's our story today, Kellen?
Our story today was written down by a guy named Luke in a book we now call Luke. He wrote about two followers of Jesus who were walking on the road to a village called Emmaus.
I woke up this morning and for a moment I was happy. I'd forgotten about all the things that had happened. But then I remembered.
I can't believe he's gone.
I don't even know what to do now. My whole world is turned upside down.
As they were walking, a man they didn't recognize came up and walked alongside them.
What's up?
Hello.
What are you talking about as you walk along?
You know, just all the stuff that's been going on in Jerusalem with Jesus. Are you the only person visiting Jerusalem who doesn't know about the things that have happened these last few days?
What things?
About Jesus of Nazareth.
He was a prophet.
He was powerful in everything he said and did.
We really thought he would be the one to set our people free.
Yeah, but then our rulers had him arrested and sentenced to die.
They nailed him to a cross.
And now it's the third day since he died. But then...
Then what?
We were told that our friends went to Jesus' tomb and it was empty.
Somebody must have stolen the body.
Mary and the others said that there were angels.
I know, but...
The angels said that Jesus was still alive.
We really want to believe it's true. But how could it be?
They walked on, still very confused and sad. They had no idea that the man walking with them was actually Jesus himself.
How foolish both of you are.
Excuse me?
How long it takes you to believe what the prophets said? Didn't the Messiah have to suffer these things and then receive his glory?
I mean, I guess.
We're a little rusty on what the prophet said.
Then, Jesus explained everything that was said about himself in Scripture, rewinding all the way back to Moses and the prophets. It was like God had planned for this all along.
Wow, it makes so much sense now.
You sure know a lot about Jesus.
Yeah. Here we are. Oh, wait. Do you have to keep walking? I have so much more to ask.
It's getting dark. You could stay the night with us.
Join us for dinner at least.
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
super. I make great bread.
So the man they thought was a stranger, but really was Jesus, joined them for dinner. And when Jesus gave thanks and broke bread, they finally recognized him.
No way! It's Jesus.
But then Jesus disappeared from their sight.
Did you? Was he?
I did, and he was.
Oh, I knew there was something special about him.
I mean, the way he taught us about the prophets and Moses, I mean, we were so excited on the road,
we
weren't
have to go back to Jerusalem and tell everyone.
They'll never believe us.
We have to try.
When they got to Jerusalem, they told the 11 disciples what had been hard for them to believe, but what they knew to be true, what God had known would happen all along, that Jesus had come back from the dead. He was alive. The end. Hey, great job, so-and-so show players. Oh no, they're going backwards again.
I couldn't resist. Cool story, Kellen.
Isn't it though? Those two on the road thought they understood what was going on. Then God goes and does something completely impossible by bringing Jesus back from the dead. I always think it's surprising how God's plan works out.
I know, but God plans for things like thousands of years in advance. How could we ever understand?
We probably can't, but it helps to kind of rewind and see how God has made things work out in the past. That way, even if bad things happen or things we don't understand, we can trust that someone who is bigger and smarter than we are has got things under control.
I wonder if God's got one of these.
Probably not.
Yeah. His is probably way bigger.
Sure.
Whoa, it's Bible story time with Kellen.
Oh, boy.
Now I'll leave you to
Wait,
it.
you
Bye.
Wow, that's someone who knows stuff was amazing. Makes me want to bake a pie.
I don't even know how to deal with you right now.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
That is awesome. Well, hey, that's all the time we have today, Felina. Thanks for coming on the show.
Well, I think the best thing to remember is that even if your pie recipe doesn't turn out the way you expect, you can still have fun baking it.
That's yummy. Any advice for someone out there who might want to learn how to bake a pie?
I still don't know why this is happening.
Oh, you know, apple, cherry, pecan, strawberry rhubarb, all the classics.
But hey, I don't have to know everything, right?
I'll have to try that. Hey, what are your favorite pies?
Sometimes it's better to be surprised.
Oh, yes.
Oh, there's no right or wrong way to eat a pie, but I like to just pick up a nice warm pie and just smash it in my face.
I know we already did this, but...
You know, I've always wondered, what's the best way to eat a pie?
Reveal the question! What have you discovered about God that surprised you?
My name is Felina Tossi, and I make pies.
Oh, well, welcome to the show. Who are you and what do you know?
It could be something that you've read about God in the Bible, or it could be something that God has done in your own life.
Welcome. Good to see you.
Talk about it together. And we'll see you again, hopefully right side up this time, on the So-and-So Show.
And I'm John.
We know who you are, John.
Welcome to the So-and-So Show.
And action.
Guys, here we go.
Oh, wow.
Marking.
Loud.
Rolling.
So what are you doing after the show?
Going to replace the batteries in this remote.
Ooh, that was good. Oh, thank you. What do I have to do to get some coffee around here?
Hey, John, are you ready to start the show? Now I'm confused.
Some crazy message. Everything was backwards and going in reverse and all messed around and upside down. You know, it got me thinking. Sometimes our lives can feel like that, where not that we're going in reverse constantly, but everything feels backwards and weird and crazy and not right. And I know a lot of us feel that way right now, just with everything going on, but I just want to encourage you that God is so good, and He has a plan for each and every one of us, like Helen was talking about, and He can do the impossible. And if you want to learn more about God's plan for your life, I challenge you this week to read the Bible and pray and learn more about God's plan for you. And just to learn that it's always good. As we close up our series Upside Down, I know we're all so sad about that, but let's never forget this memory verse. And our memory verse this week, if you haven't known, is Philippians 2:3. If you know it, say it along with me, okay? Don't do anything only to get ahead. Don't do it because you are proud. Instead, be humble. Value others more than yourself. It teaches us to be humble and put others first. And because even though we can't be with others right now, you can still put others first, like helping your mom and doing the chores without complaining or even without being asked. And just, there's so much good that God teaches us through that one verse. And I encourage you to just write that down. Remember it even past this sermon series. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm so glad that you guys could come. And please come next week. And it's going to be absolutely wonderful. And have such a great week. And be with God and be with your family. And just have so much fun. Love you guys with my whole heart. And I can't wait to see you guys again.